when it storms, when the rain comes down, it's going to hit things like buildings, and what's a huge thing behind me here? It's hitting the parking lot. Exactly, that's what stormwater runoff kind of is. So what's going to happen is it's going to come down, and let's say it rained here at MOSI, and it hit our parking lot and was moving along. What types of things would the pick up? What types of things? Because we're talking about a parking lot here.
Like bacteria.
Bacteria, yeah. Dirt. Soil. But think of what's a parking lot. What do we have a lot of in a parking lot? Gravel. Trash, absolutely. No, what do we have? Think about it, guys. We've got some cars back here. So what else would we be picking up out of?
Pesticides?
Well, yeah, some pesticides. Let's talk about the cars here. And what else, possibly? Oil, that's right. And any of those fluids you in a car, right? Do you think that should go out to the ocean? No. Because usually when you guys are walking along in the city, you see that there are drainage ditches, right? So all the water kind of goes down in there. But also you sometimes see that there are storm drains. And where does the water go? When it goes into that storm drain, where does it usually head on out to? What do you guys think? Someone who hasn't much?
Aquifer? Is this right?
No, if we're talking about the storm things on the sides of the roads, where does the water usually go? Do you have an idea?
Doesn't it go like underground?
Yeah, and then to the drain, and then ultimately out to starts with an O.
Wait, ocean.
To the ocean. So that's what usually happens, but a lot of places like MOSI here, what we've decided to do is collect that water and let it sit over here in different areas and let it sit. How many of you guys have a pond near your house or ditches that fill with water? A lot of those made. What we want to do is we want to let all that water, when it rains, to pick up all, it picks up some of those and things. We want to sit there for a while. And let's figure out why we want to sit there. Your jar, everybody. We got a jar. Ready? Here we go. All right. Now fill it with water, and then grab some handfuls of the mucky dirt. Throw it in there. Grab your cover. Put it on. Shake it up. Okay. Take a look at it. What does it look like? Explain it to me. What it looks like.
It's like really mucky.
All right. It's really mucky. So all that muck is everywhere, right? Okay. Take your container and just set it down for about 5 minutes. And then come back and take a look at it. Describe what it looks like now. How has it changed?
Isn't it like almost
Nope. The muck has settled to the bottom, and the water looks more clear, doesn't it? That's right. So that's the whole idea of these little ponds and drainage ditches. And we're going to go to ours in just a second. And what I want you to realize, though, is that inside of that pond and everything, there's going to be all these little organisms, these little animals and other things. And they're going to be in there. And what do you think they're going to be doing for us? They're going to be helping something.
They're going to like eat the dirt.
Yeah, they're going to eat kind of the stuff, all that different things, and they're going to help clean the water even more. There are also usually plants there, right? And what do you think they're doing? Cleaning it even more. So let's go follow the water. So let's pretend that it's raining, and we're going to follow where the water goes. Okay, here we go. Water's going to be going. It's down into this. Here it goes. Whoosh, down into there. Now let's follow it and see where it goes. Okay, let's be careful crossing the road. Okay, sometimes we do have turtles over here, so let's walk right up kind of quiet. Nope, I don't see them. Don't walk down, let's stay up on the top. Okay, now, but not down at your feet, move around. Okay, yep, right here. No one's going to stand right here, okay? All right, now look into there. We just followed the water from the parking lot to where it would rest. What do we see here? Yep. Muck and dirt. What kind of things you guys see on the top? Algae, well, there's different things. There's some trash, absolutely. Now, can you see things moving in there? Do you see how we have fish in there. We also probably have some tadpoles in there. And so they're living. All right, dragonflies, that's a good one. Yeah, and the dragonflies are good. They're going in there, they're probably laying some eggs.
Oh, butterflies.
All right, so here we go, guys. The dragonflies probably came. They're probably going to lay some eggs, and their little babies are going to live in the water and, you know, eat some stuff. These butterflies that you see, they're white peacocks, and what they do is they lay their eggs on some of these hyssop plants, some of these plants in here. And did you know that their caterpillars can actually swim?
Cool.
So they lay an egg here, and then he comes on out, and he starts munching on the plants, and sometimes they fall in, and then they just kind of wiggle themselves back to the next thing. So I think that's cool. Right, so this right here is the area. It's settling, and it's letting all the organisms clean the water for us. And then do you see this big metal thing right here? That actually doesn't go all the way to the bottom. There's a small area under it, and all this water, when it rains again, when the water comes, it's going to push this water that way, and that water will go to our wetland so that we can have water and habitat for lots of animals, because we like our animals, okay? So that's what's happening there. When we get to it, I'll remind you, but just behind here is the wetland. So when we're walking over to it in just a second, just remember that the water came from over here and moved its way over there. Okay, here we go. Watch your feet, watch where you're walking. Looks like another mound right here. Careful. Okay, keep coming right up in here. Let's stop in the shade. Let us go off a second. Keep coming all the way up. You guys take about 5 steps this way. Keep coming, guys. Okay, stop. You guys keep coming. All right, I just want to stop us before we get on to our backwoods walk. I have a couple safety rules here. When we're walking, we're going to stay on the path, all right? I will sometimes step off the path like I have, just so I can see you, but I always look to see where I'm stepping. But I don't want you following me, so you guys stay on the path. And because we have some plants out here that can either cause you a rash or can sting you, and we don't want that happening, okay? As we're walking, there could be fire ants, so I want you always knowing where you're stepping, okay? So we're just going to be careful. Also, as we're going along, we're going to see lots of these plants right here. Does anybody know what this might be?
No. Oh, I've seen them before. I've seen them, but I don't know. Don't they turn like purple?
Nope, this right here is an air potato. Okay, and so look at them all over the place. And what they are, they're an invasive species. Who can tell me when I say this is an invasive species, who can tell me what that means?
It means like it's from like another place that landed here and then it started growing all over the place and taking over the woods.
Well, the part about growing and taking over the woods is exactly correct. So an invasive species is an invader. So imagine, someone came to your house, they kicked you out, they ate all your food, they used your bedroom, all of your games and everything. They are invading your space, aren't they? And using up things. That's what invasive species do. They come in and they take over. And so the native plants that are supposed to be there, or the other plants that are supposed to be there, they don't have any food, they don't have any habitat. It's very sad. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to restore our habitat back there, because this plant, especially this air potato, took over. And we'll see that in there a little bit. Okay? So here we go. Remember the rules, okay? Careful where we're walking. Here we go.